African elephants call each other by individual names, a behavior observed in only a handful of wild animals, according to a recent study. This groundbreaking discovery, published in Nature Ecology and Evolution offers new insights into the communication abilities of these majestic creatures. Elephants use specific low-frequency rumbles, audible over vast distances across the savanna, to call out to one another. This behavior is particularly prevalent among animals, with intricate social structures and family groups that frequently separate and reunite. The ability to use individual names helps maintain cohesion within these groups. Personal names are a common feature of human language, but are rarely found in other species. Dolphins and parrots address each other by imitating the calls of the addressee. However, human names are not imitations of the sounds typically made by the named individual. Labeling objects or individuals without relying on imitation of the sounds made by the referent radically expands the expressive power of language. The study presents evidence that wild African elephants address one another with individually specific calls, likely without relying on imitation of the receiver. Researchers used machine learning to analyze a vast library of elephant vocalizations recorded in Kenya's Samburu National Reserve and Amboseli National Park. They followed the elephants in jeeps, noting who called out and who responded, such as a mother calling her calf or a matriarch summoning a straggler back to the group. The machine learning model demonstrated that the receiver of a call could be predicted from the call's acoustic structure, regardless of how similar the call was to the receiver's vocalizations. The model was able to predict which elephant was being addressed 28% of the time, based on the acoustic structure of the calls. By contrast, when the model was fed random data, it accurately identified the addressee only 8% of the time. Elephant rumbles often contain infrasonic components, which are below the range of human hearing. The researchers are still unsure which part of the vocalization constitutes the name. To test their findings, the team played recordings of calls to individual elephants. They observed that elephants reacted more energetically, with increased ear flapping and trunk lifting, to recordings that included their names. Conversely, they often ignored calls not directed at them. The study's findings offer evidence for individual addressing of conspecifics in elephants. Understanding that elephants use names could have significant implications for our comprehension of language evolution and the cognitive abilities of these remarkable animals.